2 socks. When I come around, hit him in the nuts, and he had 2 dicks. I guess he had 2 cocks.
Face into the disgrace. Look at me on my waist.
Look at my eyes, you can see my face. Face off. Nicolas Cage, coming with rage. Put him in primal. Hit him in the asshole with my dick. Bang, bang, bango.
Ponce. Look at the don'ts in your hat. Looking in the cons.
Hanging out with animals. Everywhere I go, danimals. Yoga. Keep my shit up. Ha ha. Animal.
I even have a shot in the rap game if I do what is that called? English rap?
Being British? Being English? Yeah.
Being British.
You sound like you're from London. Hey, we're together. Hey, everybody.
Dude, you took 3 baths since you've been here.
2.
Oh, yeah. This morning you were just
taking a poop.
brushing your teeth. I'm like, he's brushing his teeth in the bathtub?
For 30 minutes.
I'm like, he's probably taking a bath, but you didn't take a bath quick enough. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of I Didn't See It, But I Believe You. I'm Doug.
I'm Joel, and this is episode 117.
And as you can see, we are with each other right here, and it's been a long time.
It's been 6 months.
We've actually seen each other a lot in this time. Well, twice in a short amount of time. Like face to face.
Well, within the month, because we saw each other July 30th. It's now September something. 9th, 8th?
September 9th, according to the Gregorian calendar. So how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. So what I was saying is when you're taking that, you took a, not to throw your, that's not throwing you under a bus.
It's not throwing me under the bus. I got sick yesterday. We went on a beer tour. I was pukey.
I wasn't going to say that because that was a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling great.
So, but you took 2 baths yesterday, and I was like, okay, cool. But this morning, I'm like, I just text you, up. Like, are you up? And you texted, up. And you go right to the restroom, crank on the bathtub. I'm like, oh, he's taking another bath. But the water cut off so quickly, I'm like, oh, he's not taking another bath. He's not taking another bath.
No,
what's he doing?
Pooping, because I don't want people to hear the poop.
But why you put the water? You fucking put a fucking speaker on or something.
I don't know, man. Because it's all right. So because we don't have speakers in our bathroom, so out of habit, I just walk in and turn the water on. But the thing is I was doing that at our old apartment because we only had 1 bathroom. But now we have 2. We each have our own bathroom, but I still do it.
The first text that I sent this morning is, "My water bill be through the roof due to this slide." That's the first text.
Is that to Amanda?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. I crank baths. I love baths.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, I don't know. It felt like it's going to... Dude, you do like baths, huh?
Well, because like, all right, so you've seen it now firsthand. Uh-huh. I was absolutely on the brink of, like, being miserable. 15 minutes in the bath, and I came out, and I was ready to go. I fucked up and ate pizza, like, right away.
So we, like, went to... we went to have a few beers.
Yeah.
Kind of did like a quick pub crawl.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy though.
No, not
like no shots, just a beer and go.
I think it was just the speed at which we were drinking them.
Because we had to get back here.
Yeah.
Because we were supposed to be doing a podcast yesterday, but now we're doing a podcast this morning.
Yeah.
But anyways, but we're over at this fucking awesome spot, Deep Eddy Cabaret. If you're in the Austin area and never been, go say hi. But if you're not in the Austin area, next time you come here, definitely check it out. But we're sitting there. Everything's great.
Yeah, I was totally fine.
Dude, having a good time.
Yeah. It's in the middle of a conversation.
Dude, yeah. Fucking awesome. Dude, you're like, is that John Wayne Gacy? I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, that's Pogo the Clown. And so, the bartender's just like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And it's like to my left. And I'm like, you're really sweaty. You were pouring sweat. And you're like, yeah, I think it's time to go. You're like, yeah. We should go. We had a fucking beers, and you're like, nah, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I knew it was coming, bro.
All right. Yeah, dude, you're fucking...
This is now time number 4. So the first 2 times I tried to fight it off. At Six Flags, I told Jeff and all them, well, no, I'm fighting this out. We're good, bro. And I walked around the whole fucking park sweating balls for an extra hour and a half, bro, puking behind vending machines and shit.
You're like, I'm fighting the good fight.
Well, because I was just like, this is going to go away. And then the second time, I was at that fucking horse race, and I tried the same shit there because I was like, I don't want to fucking put them in any weird position where they have to take me home. I ended up Ubering back so they didn't have to take me home. But still, now, time 3 and time 4, the second I start sweating, I'm just telling everybody, hey, I'm going to need like an hour 15.
Dude, yeah, for sure. Maybe.
I'll tell you what it is. It's
what?
Bullshit.
For sure.
It's bullshit.
I'm just kind of overwhelmed that you're here.
Yeah, I don't really know what to tell you. I don't really have anything to say to you because because I've been talking to you for an hour, like a full day.
We shouldn't have said anything.
We should have just ignored the fuck out of each other. Oh, I can tell you about this school. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. We got this.
What do you mean we got this? I'm good.
I'm good. Fuck!
Still there.
Classic.
I think you're in your head, man. I don't think there's anything wrong. You know, just take a breath, dude.
There's nothing wrong. Dude, so...
Hey, try this.
What we need to do is start every episode with rap like that. I think that's really going to get us a bigger audience.
You know, if I start a rap career...
Tag it hip-hop freestyle.
If I start a rap career, I feel like I could probably get in with that stuff. Because nobody knows what I'd be saying...
Here's a question.
Maybe the English would.
Here's a question, and not to make anything like any kind of fucking issue or anything, but are there white rappers in the UK?
For sure.
Really? Because I mean, are there famous white rappers in the UK?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like a fake hip hop head for not knowing if that's true or not. But I'm thinking of all like the actual UK based rappers I know that are famous, and I'm not picturing any white dudes.
And they're all black.
Yeah.
That's great.
No, well, I mean, yeah, it's not. I don't think they have white rappers over there.
I don't know.
What if the fucking Queen dropped an album? Would everyone buy it?
Is she still around?
Yeah, she's old as fuck. Her husband just kicked it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Philip or whatever.
Prince Philip, whatever.
That dude was crazy evil looking.
I thought everybody liked him for some reason.
I mean, dude. So the picture of him. What did he get? COVID? And then they're like, "No, he's fine." And they showed a picture of him, and he literally looked like a. Have you look at this picture? We'll show everybody. He looks like a walking corpse, bro. It's crazy.
You know, since we're here, we could actually put that on the OBS, but we don't know how to use it.
Dude, when I saw him, I was like, "Oh, so this dude's 1,000 years old." Look at that shit. Look at this shit. Dude's 1,000 years old. So when he died, I was like, well, yeah, obviously. But there's something not there.
When's the last time you seen her?
Recently, right? She's always fucking making appearances and whatnot.
I have no idea, man.
Could it be here's a question. If the Queen dies, because she's been queen for what, 70-something years now? Like a long fucking time, right?
Yeah.
So she's been queen through the world changing a lot. Through governments changing and politics shifting and shit like that.
Yeah.
Would the monarchy stay?
Yes.
Yeah, well, did they just go straight next in line? And I mean, they're not making any rules. They're just, it's sort of like a show. It's like a show.
It goes to her son that was married to Princess Diana.
Interesting.
And if he dies, it goes to the oldest of the boys, not Harry, because Harry's not in the freaking...
He bounced, bro. Good for him. He's out of there.
I mean, yeah, good for him.
I don't know anything about any of that stuff. I hear all the girls love that drama. I see that shit all the time on
Well, I do know this, that
girls love drama. Am I right?
That apparently the king and queens of Britain have absolutely nothing.
Yeah, they don't do anything. That's what I'm saying.
And they simply just spend billions of tax dollars, pounds, quid,
pounds,
pence.
Here's 6 pence.
Learn this on Pawn Stars. Did you know we call them pennies, but they're not pennies. They're cents. We don't have pennies in America. We have cents.
Why do we? Okay.
Because a pence is a penny.
Okay.
But we have cents.
A centy.
We have a centy.
I love it.
But anyways, so tell us a little about the school. You told us that you're going to talk about a little bit more. You showed me the breakdown, and it seemed pretty intense.
I'm going to pull up the breakdown just so I can have it to look at. But here's the thing. Let me also get my Wikipedia up for this. It's deep, dude. It's
well, get going.
Okay.
Over repair and under deliver. That's what I like to say, Joel.
Oh, fuck me. Okay. So basically, what happened was I was on Reddit maybe about what is like a week ago, right? When I called you about this.
Pull your head back. Now move the mic to your face. There you go.
Okay.
Tighten it up.
It is as tight as it can go, dude, because of the...
Dude. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so, all right. So what happened was like a week ago, someone occasionally on Reddit, because there's subreddits that are their whole goal is to document important things that happen on Reddit so that we don't forget.
Okay.
Right? Oftentimes, important things on Reddit could be hidden in a thread in one person's comment. Archiving, exactly. So there's a couple subreddits like Museum of Reddit and Best of Reddit and shit that kind of compile all those, like things that people really were into. But what more often than not happens is someone will occasionally go into Ask Reddit and say, like, people who have been using Reddit for a long time, what's the most fucked up thing you've ever seen on Reddit? Or what's the worst story you've ever heard? What's the best story you've ever heard? This and that. And someone had posted, what is the I think this one was, what is the craziest thing you've ever read on Reddit? Okay? And somehow this shit, it just blew up for everyone. It was tens of thousands of comments, like, dude, I was on that post for hours, Doug, reading just everything. It was so good. But I found this one about a dude who went to this school, and it was his post explaining what the school was, and then he had linked and said that he was going to start drawing a comic about it, right? So I clicked that link because everyone was like, yes, this story is one that stuck with me. Like, this is what I remember, like, this fucking school thing, it's crazy. So I went to the website, and the dude's still doing the graphic novel. He's on chapter 61, right? But okay. I didn't even know what it was about. I had no, what's the word? I had no plan to sit there and read the whole thing. I just wanted to, like, see what it was all about. Because it was one of these, like, you just scrolled your phone and every page would fit perfectly of the comic, and then you'd scroll up, it'd be the next page.
Okay.
So before I knew it, I was finished. And I'd read all 59 chapters that were out. And I was like, what the fuck?
You're a good reader.
I don't read really, though. Like, I don't very often sit down and read, and I really don't very often sit down and read comic books. Like, it's just not something I really do.
But you love it.
I love it, though. So basically, this shit just blew me away, and I got super obsessed with, like, reading about it and shit. And I'm gonna try to explain it to the best of my ability, but it's extremely complex. So,
do you want to do this right now?
Yeah, it's cool as fuck. It's crazy. Like, it's gonna blow your mind, man. It's gonna fucking blow your mind. When I really get into what was going on here, I think you will totally get this and how it's crazy. People like me and you would be freaked out by this shit.
It's just so weird that you're not through a computer screen right now. It's like you're like right there.
I'm right here. Okay, so let's talk about ELAN School.
ELAN?
ELAN School. Okay, so you know what reform schools are, right?
Sure.
Your parents, you're acting up, you're acting bad. Your parents send you, back in the day, they say, I'm sending you to military academy or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? You ship them up, boarding school, reform school. Well, in the 70s, that was really popular, but this guy opened a 33-acre campus and called it ELAN, okay? And
is that an abbreviation for something?
No. It's in Maine, and it was a hospital before this dude bought it, okay? Ooh. So basically, the original dude who ran it, there's not much information about that time period, except from a couple of the people we know that, like, it ended up going on to do it. So we're going to skip ahead a little bit to when the second dude took over. Okay. So cool.
So we can have a prequel to it.
Right. So in the 80s.
Oh, this is fairly recent.
70s till 2009.
Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy. So in the 80s, a former student named Joseph Ricci took over. Now, something you need to understand about ELAN School is that it's not the kind of place where they're outsourcing staff. Most of the people who work at ELAN graduate ELAN. Okay? So it's a lot of just people who've been through the ELAN program.
Sounds somewhat militant.
It's going to sound a little bit more, I feel like. So basically, the best way to explain this is if you've ever been to ISS, to in-school suspension, okay, you know that it's like going into a completely different world at your school. You walk in and all of a sudden you're looking straight ahead. You can't look at anybody. You can't talk to anybody. You can't go to the bathroom. You can't, like, it's almost like stepping into the twilight zone at your school, right? But imagine if ISS was 24/7, 365 all the time.
Dude, that sounds horrible, but you know what else? I never realized, I came on for ISS. I haven't thought about ISS in years. That's crazy. What a freaking traumatic experience I'm having right now. But at the same time,
everyone in the UK is like, they get sent to the International Space Station.
I'm like, what if at our reform school, like you go into ISS and they go and you have to like they're like walking through like a mock-up of the International Space Station.
You have to do tasks to prove that you could be an astronaut.
And like they get out of school and they're like, it's kind of like the bomb shelter and what's that one movie?
Blast from the Past.
Blast from the Past. And they're like,
that's 30 years later.
You convince them that they're truly in space. They're just in a fucking bunker.
I miss my mom. Okay, so I'm gonna, instead of putting this through the perspective of one of the students, because there's a million different students who have talked about this at this point. So I think the best bet is for me to kind of jumble everyone's experience into one experience and explain to you what that experience would be like. Okay? Mm-hmm. So keep in mind, people that are listening, this is not one person's experience. I'm taking basically everything I read and I'm going to roll it into one because it seems to basically represent what everyone went through, more or less.
A memorandum, if you will.
Sure. So let's start with how you get there. Okay?
Okay.
So most kids at ELAN were sent there by their parents. Some of them were court ordered. We're talking about you go to the court, the judge says you're looking at juvie for whatever 3 years, or ELAN. I can send you to ELAN, and if you graduate this program, then it'll be wiped from your record. And of course, that's always going to seem like the reasonable choice. And the other option, which most kids came from, is their parents would ask them or would ask to be able to put them in the school. So, step one, let's say you didn't get the court order. What you could expect to happen, because you wouldn't know this is happening.
Okay.
You'd be dead asleep, and somewhere between 2 and 4 a.m., dudes, big-ass dudes, come and kick your door in, pick you up, throw you in a van, and take you. You're not allowed to talk or look at them. If you fight, they just fuck you up. Okay? So, you're in the van, you're driving, you drive straight through the night, you get to Maine. You have no idea what you're doing there.
You could be anywhere in the nation.
You could be anywhere. You don't know where the fuck you're going. You've just been kidnapped, okay? So, and if you were able to, like, be like, Mom, what the fuck? Or Dad, like they're just going to look at you. You're going to be so confused and scared. So you get to the school, and you walk in, and to kind of condense this, to explain how things at this school are set up, everyone is a student, like I said, right? And even the people who are staff, most were students prior.
Yeah, so they're brainwashed.
Right, so there are 4 different kinds of people, okay? There are shot downs, non-strengths, strengths, and super strengths, okay?
The good, the bad, the ugly, and the really ugly.
And it gets higher than that, which we'll get to later, but those are the 4 you need to know about right now. So when you walk into ELAN, you are a non-strength. What that means is you do not look at or talk to any other non-strength. Non-strengths are not allowed to look at or talk to each other, period. You can talk to a strength, but it has to be on the level. You know what I mean? You can't be like having a conversation. You can ask them a question if you need to ask them a question. But you can't be having conversations. They're not your fucking friend, right?
Okay.
So you've walked into this school. Everyone's your age.
So wait. So in this conversation, you're a strength and I'm a non-strength because you're talking this whole time at me?
Yeah, basically, right? Okay, so everyone there's your age. So your first thought is going to be, oh, well, nobody's following these rules. It's cool. I'll just say, yeah, yes, sir, and we'll go along with it. But when we hit the dorms and shit, everything is going to be totally normal. This is going to be like any other punishment, right? There's hot girls here. There's fucking, it's co-ed. Like, it's
okay.
You're walking in thinking, man, this doesn't seem that bad. And the parents have seen these brochures that show lakes and fucking outdoor activities.
Parents don't know what's going on either.
Exactly, and we'll get to how they don't know. So, what happens next is you're going to go meet Joseph, the guy who runs it, Joseph Ricci. So basically, he sits you down and he explains to you, like, look, you're here and you're not leaving, and I don't give a fuck what you think about it. If you want to leave, you can fucking try. You know what I mean? They have dudes in the woods. You're fucked. You're not getting away, okay? So you're not going to talk to non-strengths. You're not going to fucking leave. You're not going to talk on the phone. You're not going to talk to your parents. Eventually, you might earn those privileges, but you're not getting them now. Okay. So let's say...
Okay.
So let's say it's your first day. Because this happens on most people's first day. And you're not so sure how tough the rules are, or maybe you haven't even heard the rules yet. So you look at a non-strength and you say like, man, this is fucking crazy. And all of a sudden you hear, general fucking meeting. And everyone just at one time gets up and turns towards you. And all of a sudden somebody screams, get your fucking feelings off. And everyone rushes you and screams in your face one at a time for 7 minutes apiece at the top of their lungs. And if they don't scream at the top of their lungs for 7 minutes and tell you how fucking worthless you are, how big of a piece of shit you are, then they fucking get a general meeting. It's called getting your fucking feelings off. Okay? So you've now been screamed at for 2 hours by all these kids that are your age that you've never met before. You're freaking the fuck out, right? So you take a swing, okay, to the fucking corner. So what the corner is, imagine the hole, right? You're in jail, you go to the hole. Now in the hole, you're in this room by yourself, but it's a full room. You can walk around, you can pace it. You can fucking, slam your head against the wall if you want or whatever and scream. The corner is the exact same thing as the hole, except there's a chair facing the corner and you sit up straight and you don't move for days.
Days?
Days, bro. Days. Okay, so those are some of the punishments.
Holy shit.
Let's talk about who does jobs. So everybody does jobs at ELAN, okay?
Okay.
Everybody has gigs. And that's really important because when you get a gig there, that gives you a sense of both pride.
Are you going to give us all this information on this episode?
Yeah. I'm going real fast, dude. Real fast. So you get these jobs, right? And all of a sudden you're moving up. You're a strength or you're a super strength. And it becomes really easy to start wielding that power, right? Fuck non-strengths and fuck shot down. So if you're a shot down, what that means is you've been in trouble, okay? And you are now below a non-strength. Shot downs are on their hands and knees from the second they get up to the second they go to bed, scrubbing the floor with toothbrushes.
Damn.
Even if the floor is spick and span, bro, you scrubbing that floor with toothbrushes, okay?
Damn.
Okay. So what happens if you run away? What happens if you run away? So the dude that wrote the comic,
It's like the North Korea.
yeah, the dude that wrote the comic, he ran away. I'm not really going to get into how he ran away, but it was pretty cool, and he got away, okay? So he runs away, and he gets to New York. He hitchhikes it's Maine, so it's not that hard, but he hitchhikes.
How old is he?
He's a teenager. He hitchhikes. This is in the 80s, so he hitchhikes from Maine to New York City. And New York City at that time is a lot different than it was now, and he kind of just falls in with a group of vagabond kids or whatever and starts enjoying his life there and shit. And then he's on the phone one day, and all of a sudden dudes from ELAN School come up behind him, grab him, throw him back in the van, and take him.
Holy shit.
Months later, he thinks he got away. You know what I mean? I'm free. And then all of a sudden, he's back in the van, and he's headed to ELAN.
Fuck, man.
So let's talk about how you don't break the chains of ELAN.
I would end my life, dude, if that was the case, out of sheer fear.
No, you wouldn't. You had no way to. There's no way to kill yourself there. None.
Okay. And if anybody's out there having thoughts of
Don't unalive yourself. Yeah. So anyway. So
it's not funny.
Basically what ends up happening, do you know what the Stanford prison experiment was?
Somewhat.
Okay, so the Stanford prison experiment was for a week.
Holy shit. This
is almost done. This is almost done. For a week, they gave...
Did you just look at my crotch?
No, I'm looking at them. Yeah. For a week, they gave some students at Stanford a role of a prison guard and some students at Stanford the role of a prisoner. And they did an experiment for a week to see how they would treat each other. Okay. And they had to stop it after 48 hours because the people who had become guards were wielding their power so hard that people were it was bad. It got bad really fucking fast. The ELAN School ran for 41 years under the exact same premise.
Fuck yeah.
Give the inmates the power and let them police each other.
Yeah.
So for 41 years, that's what they did. And it was a cult. And the reason that I had to change kind of what I was going to say about it and talk about it and this whole thing.
Is this the school that...
Paris Hilton?
No, but that Adam Egget went to?
No, this is the one that David Sedaris' sister went to.
Okay.
And she killed herself after that. And this is why... So I had so much more I was going to go into detail of, but at the risk of not understanding people's personal fucking experiences, I watched this documentary about it, and it was really even-keeled. It had no agenda, really. It was made by someone who went there. And it was such a 50-50 split between people who walked away saying, that was the worst, most fucked up experience of my life. And people who walked away saying I wouldn't be who I was without ELAN. But yeah, that's like to everybody's personal experience. There are situations in schools, especially where people do get really good treatment and others get the worst of the worst. Well, see, but this was not happening.
And sometimes they don't see the in between.
This was not happening there. There was students didn't get any kind of special treatment. So the one constant was that it did suck for everyone. The thing is, who walked away from it? Because there are lessons to learn from shit like that, but it's not the right way to learn those lessons.
No, yeah, it seems pretty springs roll the top. Are you still going on in this?
No, that's it.
It's fucking. Hey.
That's it. I do want to say though. So if what I said was interesting.
No, it all was.
ELAN.school will take you directly to the graphic novel. It's not even a .com. ELAN.school. It'll take you directly to the graphic novel and you can read it. It's fucking insane. Highly recommend. It blew my fucking mind. It just blew my mind.
So how do you feel about Jesus, dude? That's pretty intense. What are you looking at?
I wanted to see how long I went for. Like 8.
No, you went for like 10 minutes. Nothing too crazy. I just didn't know how long it was going to go.
No, it would have gone way longer because I had this whole thing planned out. So what I was going to do was like have title cards and like.
I just imagined major pain the entire time you were talking about it. Like, are they wearing like orderly suits? Are they wearing like regular clothes?
No, fuck, man. So they're just wearing their clothes. I got to show you some videos and
Imagine being a superhero named Fuckman.
What's your power?
I don't know. Fuck!
You just get really frustrated.
Yeah, just pissed off all the time.
Yeah, I like that. I like that for sure. What was I gonna say?
I don't know. It's just weird. I feel like you're.
There's videos. There's videos on YouTube. Okay, so like in the 70s or early 80s, I think people's mindset was a lot different about stuff like that. So they let a documentary crew come in back then and film what was actually happening there. And you can watch those videos, and they're fucking insane. There's like a 16-year-old girl up on the stage crying, and this fucking is just like, you know what, man? We're just looking around, and we all fucking hate you, dude, because you're here and you're worthless, and you're not trying to do what we're trying to do.
What are they wearing?
Their clothes. Just their clothes.
Is it like Christian based?
No, it was. It's like straight punishment based.
No Jesus.
No Jesus.
Well, that's cool.
Maybe Jesus. No Jesus.
No Jesus.
So, but I didn't even get to tell you about the pit or the cage.
All right, let's hear about the cage.
Okay, or the square, the ring. Sorry, the ring. Okay, I want some word that denotes like a fighting.
The pit, the cage, the square, the ring.
Okay, so when you get in real big trouble, what they do is they send you to the ring. And you put on boxing gloves.
They like stand right there and they're going, "Oh, you're in big trouble now."
Yep. And they tap their foot. No, they put you in the ring with gloves and they let everybody fuck you up till you and you can't win. They will fuck you up till you get knocked out.
But you get to defend yourself.
Yeah, but you fight till you get knocked out. You can't win.
Do they not? Dude, they don't. But dude, that CTE, man, they're never going to strengthen when they're just beating their brain.
I don't think people knew about CTE back then. CTE.
Do you just imagine us being like 17 years old? And we're like, Joel, you're going to the fucking ring. You'd be, when we were younger though, you'd be like, fucking bring it.
You just get my ass fucking rocked, bro. You know who has CTE almost for sure? That Wingfield dude from the documentary last night.
Oh, dude. So Joel, for those that haven't seen this yet, there is a series. I don't even know if it's a series. It's a series. Don't worry about it.
I gotta get my water anyway.
There's a series. Pull your shorts up, bud. Oh, this motherfucker comes walking in. So yesterday was a special day. Joel comes in from Dallas. We're going camping today, and you know what he gets out of his truck? Out of his trucking fuck, out of his fucking truck. 2 cases of liquid death.
That's right.
What the hell? That's what he's carrying into my apartment.
That's right.
So for those who don't know about a series called Untold.
Yep. I figured out last night it's a series, but it's a series of documentaries, so that's why it's laid out all.
Yeah, so you can't it's not episodic, so you can't let it binge. You can binge watch it, but it's not gonna just roll to the next one. It's not like you don't just click on Untold and it's like it's a bunch of
right. You have to pick each one.
Thank you. So it's this one that I had. They're all good, but the one that we watched last night.
The best thing to compare them to would be like 30 for 30.
Sure.
Right? It's a sports doc. They're sports documentaries that are really well made.
Yes, for sure. So the story is called. What is that story called? Whatever, but it's the one about hockey, and it's about a town in Connecticut called Danbury, and it is the Galante family, essentially a mobster family that runs and operates the trash, the
Trashers.
But
Jimmy Galante, and he ran the trash company. In Connecticut, he ran all the trash in Connecticut. Yeah, it's called Crimes and Penalties.
Okay, and so apparently this is like. It's like their lifestyle is like point for point Sopranos. Some people claim that the Sopranos were inspired by this family. Highly doubt. I mean, maybe
I have a feeling that that's coming from their circle.
But just to give you an idea of how this family operates, it's very comparative.
Yeah,
quite comparative.
Yeah, especially with AJ.
Yeah, so because the kid's name is AJ, so like essentially Jimmy Galante has all this freaking mob money, gives his kid the love of his life of his son AJ. They actually, they really do have a very special relationship.
Yeah, they have a great bond.
Yeah, they have a great bond. Great bond. Trial by fire, I like to say. Daddy, son, let's walk through the coals together.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said that. But anyways, it's really good.
Well, so he, Jimmy Galante, so AJ Galante, Jimmy's son, he plays hockey. He's really into hockey.
Well, no, that's before we even get there. Like, I mean, this dude, we're talking about like straight up mob money.
Yeah, he's Munster.
Dude, his fucking son. Oh, spoiler alert. For the documentary.
Yeah.
Whatever. And so, and so, I'm just so happy you're here. So he has a birthday party. Okay? That's all I'm trying to say. And at the birthday party, this motherfucker gets all the WWE's at that time superstars, including Fat Rock.
Yep, The Rock, Triple H, China
was there. Yeah, and so like just to give you an idea, and so Jimmy Galante had to go to prison for a year for all the mob stuff, and so while he was gone, his son AJ got into hockey
because he was missing his pop, and he was really angry. He had a lot of anger, and he wanted to look tough because all of his friends were. Like, he was getting bullied because he was the kid.
Daddy's boy.
Yeah, because he was the kid who had The Rock at his birthday, and now Dad's in prison.
Yeah, and like, oh, you're a daddy's boy. Your daddy's in prison. He's like, you know what? I'm going to fuck y'all up.
In hockey.
And on the rink. Or in the rink?
On the ice.
On the ice.
Meet me on the ice.
Meet me on the ice. One time I got kicked out of project graduation in high school. When it wasn't my project graduation, it was my sister's, and you have a +1. Mm-hmm. They kicked me out. You know why? The cops came and grabbed me and kicked me out like instantly.
Because you did this? They
said, we heard Doug was going around project graduation doing this, saying, where's Mr. Wyatt?
Were you?
No.
I would have been.
Full-blown lie.
That's crazy.
Yeah, absolute lie. Buggers.
Fuck him, dude.
Fucking buggers.
Fuck him. Mr. White in the back. Want to quiet? Get a knife. Shy it.
Oh, fuck him. That was like 30 years ago.
Mr. White. Buy it.
He didn't mess with me too bad.
Psych.
But,
okay, so anyway. AJ.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is my ramblings...
Hey, I thought we were staying focused here.
Are my ramblings distracting you? So anyways, before I was rudely interrupted by myself. So AJ starts hockey. And he ends up being pretty good.
He's awesome.
He's really good.
It's like a goon.
And at the same... No, yes.
Yeah, he's fucking... his whole thing is
right.
fucking
he's
people
an enforcer. Up. And so, dude... fucking whooping shit on the ice, and his dad gets out of prison and he goes to his first game, and his dad's like, I never even was a big hockey fan. I always wanted AJ to play football, but I just could not get over how tough he was. And I was so proud of him that he became
like best friends.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, he fell in love with hockey for his son,
right?
And like he truly had a love for hockey now because how good his son was at whooping ass. Jimmy gets hurt. No, not Jimmy. AJ gets hurt. The
Breaks
son.
his leg.
Yeah, something like that. And so he was devastated they wouldn't be able to play hockey anymore. And his dad, Jimmy's like, son, You can't play hockey anymore,
But you could coach it.
but you can president it, I bet.
You could run it probably.
You could probably do a good job. So he's like, goes to school and he says, everybody's like, AJ, how cool is that? He's like, how cool is what? And they're like, how cool is that about the team? He's like, what fucking team? Opens up the newspaper. It's like Jimmy Galante buys professional hockey team to come to Danbury, Connecticut.
Sorry.
Son to be president.
At 17 years old.
17 years old, becomes a president of a professional hockey team.
Called the Danbury Trashers.
The Trashers. And it makes so much sense because of the trash business. And it's a freaking, their logo is like a trash can, freaking hitting a hockey puck. So anyways, so they start building the team, and it just, dude, it's just like, it just goes on, and it is like so the real life slap shot.
Yeah, they basically build the most mean, aggressive team they can, and they fuck every team up.
And not even that, they were good.
They're fucking awesome. He had Brent Gretzky.
Yeah, he's like,
Wayne Gretzky's brother.
They called Brent Gretzky, Wayne Gretzky's brother. He's like, everybody knows the great one. Now we have the second best one.
Brent.
The second best one, Brent Gretzky.
Yeah, so they fucking paid a lot of money to get these fucking guys on, and they got quite a few.
They got some serious players.
They got Michael Rupp, who was an NHL player.
He has a cup. He has a Stanley Cup.
Yeah, I know. And he went basically directly from winning the Stanley Cup to
because he went on strike. That wasn't because he has a
lockout.
Yeah, so that had nothing to do with him not being a good player anymore. He
just wanted to play.
Exactly. And so and then the best part is, and dude, they do such a good guy, and like these guys are like make believe, dude. It's like,
yeah, it really is. It's like watching a fake documentary, a joke.
Yeah, he's like, I need to find. He's like, I'm 17 years old and I don't know how to do this. So he thought about his childhood coach. And his childhood coach was this big bully guy that used to fucking check sixth graders into the wall and stuff. And he'd be like, they used to check sixth graders into the wall? Absolutely.
You know that's not what he said, though, right?
What did he say?
He said he checked 6 correction officers into the wall.
No. 6th graders.
No, 6 correction officers.
6th graders.
Because it happened right after you told me. We're pulling it up after this.
Graders.
We're pulling it up after this.
And then he's like, I want to show you this. And he puts it over the fucking dude. He's like, he just whipped the shit out of 6 corrections officers.
Oh, okay.
And that's the dude that he's like, oh yeah. I mean, as you can see, he's saying all this bullshit. He's like, and then I'm also, as you can see, missing a finger. I lost that playing hockey.
Playing hockey, broke both my legs, a tibia, my femur.
Yeah, just like, dude. And so he's like, we need a captain for the team. So who better than One-Eyed Willie?
Hell yeah. Who was an NHL player who fucking dude's skate went under his visor and poked his fucking eye out.
Oh boy. Ouchie.
Ouch.
So it just goes on and on and on. There's like this it's a great documentary because you're rooting for the bad guys.
Oh yeah.
And they do such a good job about even that without that documentary, like that, if you were at that game in real life, the teams, like there's a section called the 102 that everybody fucking loved. And it's like everybody that was a fan there were heels. That was the point of being a fan there. You were a heel. You were a bad guy.
They found a way to merge professional wrestling with hockey, basically, like the ideas, and it worked.
And they fucking whooped the shit out of everybody. And this one, oh, dude. Like the comeback fights and stuff.
Without spoiling the entire thing, there's a lot of great shit that happens at the end of that movie.
It is a great story.
It's fucking awesome. It's awesome. And then before that, we watched the Malice in the Palace one about
what a great nickname.
Yeah,
Malice in the Palace.
It's the kind of shit that you don't really hear anymore. It's the kind of shit that came up with for fights back in the day. Like the fucking Rockus and Caracas, the Fraka Baka. You don't really hear shit like that anymore. Malice in the Palace. It's pretty neat. Fucking Ron.
Are you all right over there?
I'm just, bro. Okay, so Ron Artest, bro, don't hate me, Ronnie. You came off so bad in that documentary, bro. I felt so embarrassed for you.
Yeah, he seemed like a giant child.
It seems like he very clearly struggles with some things. I just think that maybe he thinks he can handle it without other people. The ideas he has, it seems, I'm not going to tell this man how to live his life. He comes across pretty childish in that documentary.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
was actually kind of disappointed because I really liked him because we saw him on Celebrity Big Brother, and he seemed like such a genuine, down-to-earth dude, and I knew that, like, he struggled with all that shit, but, like...
Well, they showed clips of him having, like, true humanity. So.
No, for sure, but, like, this is now, though.
No, even then, like when he won the title in L.A., when he's like, I feel like I'm a coward.
But now though,
yeah.
those interviews are the most recent thing, you know.
No,
and he
yeah,
just kind of comes across as like, "Woe is me," kind of like
for sure.
But
I went to counseling. Isn't that good enough?
yeah, he like I don't know. I really was on Jermaine's side at the end when he was just like, "Man, dude, you and Steve too. Like, you just leave now." I fucked somebody up for you on live TV. You leave?
Well, Steve went to San Antonio and won the championship.
Did he really? Why
Yeah.
didn't they say anything about that?
They did.
Huh.
That's why I was wondering why you did. I thought that's why you knew who that was.
No. I didn't even know who. I didn't even know
Jermaine ONeal?
Jermaine ONeal. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm more of a basketball fan than you, I suppose. But
For sure. I don't know anything.
so
about
I mean,
basketball.
but at the same time, if it was outside of the Spurs, I really don't know very much.
So Steve
either.
Jackson went to the Spurs in 05 or 06? No, because he stayed with the Pacers for like the next couple of years.
When we won the last championship we won.
Oh yeah, I was there.
Yeah, what was that? 14? 15? 16?
Do you remember?
We went 3 in a row. I mean, we went 1, 2, or 3.
Do you remember?
God damn, I haven't thought about that stuff in forever.
Do you remember that song "Play's Gonna Play" by 3LW?
3LW.
It was a girl band. I don't
What
know.
were you saying about girl bands earlier?
Just kidding. I fucking love most bands that are fronted by girls. I was just giving Doug a hard time because he was saying he likes the Kid Laroi a lot, and I was like, Doug, I don't know, man. I don't think it's very good.
That's not.
But Doug's just
woman
been
singing.
what?
Kid Laroi?
What? I'm just kidding. I know, I like that dude. Oh, what was I gonna say? Oh, the last time I went to a Spurs game, fucking 3LW played the halftime show. So that's how long it's been since I've.
So what's going on with you, man? You seem a little out of it.
I'm just tired.
Of what?
I don't know. I got up at like 6:30, and then I heard you watching TV. I went to bed at like 3. I just couldn't sleep at first.
I've been playing solitaire.
Are you good at solitaire? I got into it a little bit last year.
Getting pretty good. It's actually you got to figure out. You got to figure out your pacing. You got to. Hey, it's right here. It's probably right here. Just take your time. Like, just see what happened. And then, but the thing is, if it's not there, go through the deck. I'm like, you know what? You got to start over. Start over.
I love it. I really do. It's a lot of fun, but there's no.
I play with cards though, like actual cards.
No, you don't. You're not in your room.
Go look by my fucking bed. Yes, I do.
Huh. What a fucking loser.
What?
Dude, because you just play that on your computer.
I got it on the computer too.
Just play that. What a nerd.
No, it's not. It's better. It's like, dude, it's so much like energy when you have like a deck of cards. What are you talking about? I have like a deck collection.
You have a debt? You do debt collection?
I'm a debt collector now. Just so you all know, I'm a debt collector now.
Dude, my mom used to play solitaire all the time. I loved watching it. I never play with real cards. I don't even think I have real cards. I just play on my computer.
I'll give you deck cards.
Give me a deck of cards.
Joel, I have like hundreds of decks of cards.
Yeah, well, I didn't know this about Doug. He collects cards.
Cards. Look at my cards.
I'm out in the yard, hanging with my dog. Hope it's not a frog. If it is, then it's big.
Do you know what a ponce is?
So like an idiot?
I think so. I think like
No. That's chance, isn't it?
I don't know.
Hold on.
Do you think they say dunce over there? Like, you fucking don'ts. You fucking wank.
Wanka.
Wanka. What's that mean? A person that masturbates?
I guess. Nonce.
Ugh.
Nonce is like a
Diddler.
diddler.
What's a ponce?
Oh yeah, ponce. That has to just be idiot, right?
I don't know. I do not know. And like, also, what's the difference between like all the accents here, like Cockney and
It's a man who does not behave, dress, or speak in a traditionally male way. Oh, that seems kind of hateful then.
yeah,
Maybe not a good
what
one.
a horrible word.
What a toxic word that we just fucking did a breakdown on in the middle of our show.
Well, good thing that we don't know what that means. So don't say that word. That's fucking horrible.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. You should let your buddies be their buddies. Just let your buddies do their thing. Shit!
Well, I mean, we're not British.
We're not British, but I still.
We don't know. We don't know what we didn't know what that meant. And also the
It's
word.
not my fault.
And also, it's not your fault. But also, the other word that we hate that we don't say is a word they use regularly.
Cunt?
No,
What?
the F word.
Oh, they don't even really use it for cigarettes anymore, though.
Oh, good.
I think they kind of phased that out.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
That's good.
that's good.
They say the nickname for a woman's vagina.
Yeah.
They say that a lot.
Okay. Is that not normal?
I don't know.
I don't.
But it's like, oh, you're
Yeah, you pussy.
yeah, you're a pussy.
You a pussy.
You're a pussy.
Man,
Like,
the
you're my
UK people are
pussy.
gonna love this episode.
I don't know. I've never been there. I haven't.
Prove it.
Have you?
Nope.
Have you ever been overseas?
Yeah, but not. No. Well, I mean, Mexico.
Your mom.
It's another country.
Same continent, bud.
It's another country.
Has your parents ever been overseas?
Quite often.
You never went?
No.
Have they been while you were alive?
Quite often.
And you never went?
Never.
Why not?
It wasn't for me. It was for my grandparents and my parents and my aunt.
That's horrible.
No, why the fuck would I want to tag along for like, I don't know, that when you're a kid, I don't know.
How old were you?
Probably between like 12 and
You were of traveling age?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And they didn't take you?
yeah, it wasn't like that kind of a trip. My grandparents would take my aunt and my mom on trips, and occasionally, like twice, they took my dad as well, right? It was like, it's that. It wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't for me, right? I didn't want to go.
But your parents don't party or anything, so why wouldn't they take you?
Well, again, that's a big reason probably why they didn't want to. It's going to be boring as hell for a kid.
Where'd you stay?
I mean, like I said, most of the time my dad didn't go.
But when your dad went too, where did you stay?
Oh, I don't remember.
Because you don't have family.
I honestly don't remember.
Seriously, if you're
Oh, you know, by the time my dad was going too, I lived with you. I had an apartment in Austin. I lived in LA.
That's different.
Yeah.
If you're 12 years old.
No, my dad stayed.
Okay.
My dad stayed, but they started going to places like Jerusalem and shit when I was like a lot older.
That's pretty cool, I guess.
I guess. Fuck would you want to go there for?
Yeah, I know. Like, it's like, what are you gonna do there? Everybody speaks English. They do.
Really?
Yeah.
Boring.
Yeah. And it's like there's a wall. The wall of Solomon that you bow at. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I wasting your time?
Maybe wasting everybody's time.
What is that supposed to mean?
I'm gonna see. That is fucking crazy.
Say it.
So it is around 85% of the Israeli population speaks English to some extent.
They all speak English.
Yeah, I would assume they would speak.
I would say that's wrong. I would say 99% of them speak English.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to go Google on this one. We could ask Bing. I've been using DuckDuckGo.
You know, I've seen. Why?
I don't know, because they keep telling me on the radio that it's safer. I don't know what I'm trying to be safe with.
Dude,
But
if Google wants to know what you're up to, I even feel with VPN, they can find out what you're up to.
actually, yeah. So speaking on the VPN thing, I found out the other day that none of that shit really has any. That shit keeps you safe from like people swatting you
Yeah,
or whatever.
but-
But if they want to they can see that you turned your VPN on and they can just see where you went.
Right, yeah, we're okay. Let's follow the map.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. I mean, I knew that the moment I started using it. I mean, I use it for like the whole Netflix stuff. And
Yeah,
everything.
here's the thing. I think once YouTubers started promoting NordVPN and all their promotion was, hey, you can do this illegal thing, and nobody stopped them,
And nobody got shut down.
then I was thinking, oh, so are we just entering the phase of where we're going to pretend piracy is illegal, but we all do it like
No,
we used to again?
That's not even piracy. Well,
it is, though.
some of it is, but not the Netflix thing. 'Cause you're still paying for
That's
your
true. You're still paying for your Netflix.
So that's like, that. I think they're probably like, it doesn't fucking matter. They're still paying.
The craziest thing is that
And what if we got into the back end and we looked it up, like NordVPN? It's like, what out of their profit share, how much of it actually goes, or well, not profit share, but out of their like the margins and stuff, like this. I wonder if any of that money is allocated to paying Netflix or whoever owns like a conglomerate. Of
I don't know, man. Because I don't know if you remember this, but like a couple years ago, Netflix said they were going to make it where you couldn't share accounts anymore. And everybody was super up in arms about it, but then it never happened. So they clearly realized that's a stupid fucking idea.
Yeah.
But so like, cause right now I'm paying for HBO and Showtime. My parents pay for Netflix and Amazon. Caroline's parents pay for Hulu and Discovery, and then I also pay for Paramount and Peacock, and we all share.
Yeah.
But we're still all paying like $30 a person, maybe more.
Dude, I dwindled it down to Netflix and YouTube Premium. That's it.
So you get TV or YouTube Premium, just red, no ads.
Yeah, no ads. I do that for a lot of reasons, but at the same time, dude,
have you thought about getting the YouTube TV thing?
No,
me either. It's $90 a month, but you can cancel. You can cancel HBO, Showtime, and Hulu because all those shows will now be available to you on regular TV because they have on demand on the YouTube thing.
Nah, dog.
So for shows that are, I don't know. I think so. We paid for PlayStation TV. When it came out, we tried that, and it kicked fucking ass for the month we had the free trial or whatever. But then it was like $100 a month, you know?
Yeah, it's kind of defeating the purpose of getting away from satellite and stuff. You know what I mean?
It is. Well, we already are defeating the purpose from getting away from satellite. I just named 20 fucking apps I have to watch 8 shows.
No, yeah, exactly. So it's like DirecTV and stuff like that. It's all this. It's
but you know what fucking sucks?
Streaming instead of satellite.
A couple days ago, because Sci-Fi has a Chucky show coming out. I'm really fucking excited about it. Don Mancini, the original creator of Chucky, is so basically when they made that remake a couple years ago, the Child's Play remake.
Yeah,
they made a deal where Don Mancini can use the Chucky name if he wants to continue to use Chucky. He just can't use the Child's Play name now that they're remaking that series. Huh? So he's taking his Chucky design and his Chucky character and Brad Dourif, the voice, and made a TV show. Cool. For Sci-Fi. Could be cool. Could be shit. It's on Sci-Fi. Could go either way. But they had this kick fucking ass Chucky marathon the other day where they showed all the movies backwards and then forwards.
Oh, cool.
And I was just going to put it on and bullshit and work on stuff at the house. And you can't watch Sci-Fi anywhere unless you have cable. You can't pay for an app from them. You can't just find it. There's an app, but if you get it and you open it and you try to click on anything, it tells you have to put in your cable information. So there's still shit you can't do without cable, but it's shit like watching edited versions of Chucky all day.
No, for sure.
So not that important.
Yeah, so fair enough. Damn, dude, I was going to tell you something else that totally made for. Oh, tell me about your thoughts about the new Munster series.
Oh, the movie?
I thought it was going to be, no, it's a show.
No, it's a movie.
No.
Yes.
It's a show.
We're talking about two different things.
About Rob Zombie remaking the Munsters?
It's a movie. It's a movie.
It's a show.
It's a movie.
It's a show. It's a show.
Unless you change it, it's a movie.
It's a show.
It's a movie. I'm looking at it. It's a movie. Let me see.
Show me.
The Munsters film. It's a movie. He's not making a show. He's been trying to make this movie his whole career. You want my honest opinion on it? It's gonna fucking suck.
Why?
Because Rob Zombie is one of the worst writers working in Hollywood, period.
Says who?
I mean, just look, I'm gonna piss off some horror fans when I say this, but I want to speak objectively, and horror fans fucking try to be understanding about this. Please, for the love of God, because you know I'm right. House of a Thousand Corpses was kick fucking ass when it first came out.
Yeah, it's fun.
Movie sucks fucking ass.
Oh shit.
It's awful. It has some really cool fucking designs in it, some really cool ideas. The movie sucks, okay? He even fucking hates it. So like, let's take House of a Thousand Corpses away. Devil's Rejects. Quite honestly, probably one of the best horror films ever made, if you want to call it a horror film. It's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
And here's why it works. Because the characters are atrocious, they're awful, and they're the main characters. So Rob Zombie's writing, it makes perfect sense. So we all agree Devil's Rejects, great fucking movie, and honestly, great writing from Rob Zombie because the characters are evil and they're the main characters.
And you're rooting for him.
And you're rooting for him. Now, let's look at everything else he's ever made. Halloween, Halloween 2, 31, fucking Lords of Salem. All of these movies have cool ideas, but are completely fucking kneecapped by the fact that every single character is a white trash piece of shit who talks like a fucking 6th grader who just found out what cussing is. It doesn't make sense. His writing is awful. I can't watch it. It makes me want to rip my fucking ears off. Watch Halloween, and that's a decent movie. I could do without the entire opening 30 minutes. But once he's an adult, I'm all about it. Really fucking brutal. Tyler Mane is massive. He's imposing. It's cool. It's very violent. Love that about it.
You love violence.
I love violence, especially when it's done realistically. It makes me like hurt. I like violence that feels. I don't like
turns you on.
Sometimes. Oh yeah, brother. But okay. So let's look at Halloween.
Makes you feel good.
Okay. Yes.
Get you excited.
I don't even remember what the main character's name is in Halloween in this one. Is it Jamie again in this one? I don't fucking remember. But The main girl
makes you feel things.
God damn it! The main girl, she's totally normal in the first one. He actually writes her like a pretty normal person, and her family is pretty normal. In the second one, in the second movie, which takes place the next day and then beyond, okay?
Okay.
She's full goth, dresses like she fucking lives in Hot Topic, and does not have a single sentence in the entire movie not peppered with F words. It makes no fucking sense. And I get it. She went through some rough shit.
I was gonna say, she went through some traumatic stuff, Joel.
No, it's a complete character change. She's not the same person at all. Like it's as if we didn't just see that character. She goes from being like, anyway, that's annoying. But then it's every movie after that never has a character. Every character is a fucking hillbilly. And I hate it. But so my Munsters take is this. He's been wanting to do this his entire career. This is all you can look at his Dragula video.
If you fucking pour that liquid death all over my computer, I will beat you to fucking pieces.
He's wanted to make this movie his whole career. The Dragula video is literally just Grandpa Munster's car.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's fucking sick. So he clearly loves it.
Who directed that video?
I don't know.
Was it him?
Maybe. Could be. But here's the thing though. Like, I know this means a lot to him. And I know he's going to try to make this respectful to the source material and good.
Yeah.
I just don't see it being possible for him to write a movie that isn't...
Why do you keep on doing this?
I don't know. I just don't think it's possible for him to write a movie that doesn't absolutely fucking depend on cussing. Which seems weird to come from me, but the dude, he uses cussing as a crutch in all of his writing.
Yeah, when you curse, it needs to be powerful. It needs to be worth it. It needs to mean something. You know what I mean? It's to evoke a feeling of...
It's true.
So you can really get on board the characters. So like all you that are... Fuck! And that, it's like, you know what? Restrain on your cursing. You know what? I'm done cussing. I'm going back to the non-cussing Doug. And when I cuss, it's going to be because you truly know I meant it.
No, you should cuss all the time. We can cuss. We're not movies.
Fuckity
hit him in the truck when I got a duck and I got bad luck.
Truck. Look at me, fuck. On the truck in the coke to the duck. So anyways, what about the Munsters?
Anyway, I just don't think it's going to be good.
I don't know. I'm excited for it. Also, I'm not a horror fan like you are. I like the campy, cheesy stuff that I can giggle at.
I love the Munsters. I just don't think he's going to... So honestly, I think it goes one of two ways. It's perfect as a Munsters movie.
Would you say that we're in the Halloween season?
Yeah.
I think so too. I think it's time. I think like putting your decorations out and watching the movies and like really getting into it. I think it's time.
It is time.
I think it is time. You gotta take a nap?
No, baby? I don't know why I've been so yawny and stretchy.
Yanny? You gotta be so yanny,
bro. Let's get this show on the road.
Where are you going?
We're going to the cabins.
Oh yeah, dude. So Joel and I are going to the cabin in the woods, literally. And so, I'm excited. Hey, and by the way, congratulations, dude.
Hey, thanks, man.
It's your big day.
It's my big day. It's bigger than the wedding.
Yeah, that's it. Bigger than the wedding, maybe.
Bigger than the wedding. Bigger than Jesus.
I'm excited for you.
Thanks, buddy.
I want you to know I'm proud of you.
I love you, man.
I mean that. I love you too. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I'm proud of you.
Proud of you too.
It's a big step for you, man. And I think it's a great step forward.
Yeah, dude.
I mean it.
I'm gonna be married.
I know, and I think I think you're gonna be a great husband. I'm serious.
I am gonna be a great husband,
Joel. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. You're gonna be a great husband. You're gonna be a great partner. Yeah, I'm proud of you.
Thanks, buddy.
I love you, dude.
I love you too.
I think you're ready for this. I know you are.
I am.
Cool.
All right. Bye, motherfuckers.
Thanks for watching another episode of IDSIBIBY. I Believe You. I'm Doug.
I'm Joel.
And please listen to us on all the things and everything. And if you want to subscribe, I think right here. And if you want to, watch
last week's video up here.
All right, later.